We are officially only a few days away from the start of Season 13 in Apex Legends, and there's some pretty big changes coming with the season. In this video, we're going to dive into all the changes coming to Season 13 that have been confirmed so far at the time of me recording this. If you all enjoy and want to see even more Apex content, be sure to drop a subscription on the channel and consider heading over to my Twitch via the link in the description. Let's jump into these changes. The first big addition to Season 13 is, of course, the new legend. This time around, we're finally getting a new defensive legend called Newcastle, and these are his abilities. His passive ability, which is called Retrieve the Wounded, allows Newcastle to use his knockdown shield to drag downed allies to safety. His tactical, which is a mobile shield, allows Newcastle to throw a controllable drone shield that can be redirected once it's deployed. And his ultimate, which is called Castle Wall, allows him to leap and slam to a target ally or area and create a fortified stronghold that provides cover for allies. Overall, I'm pretty excited that we're finally getting a new defensive legend in Apex, and I'm really interested to see how he fits into the meta. What I think would be really interesting is seeing a full defensive legend team of Caustic, Gibby, and Newcastle. Obviously, this wouldn't be an ideal team as you would have no movement or intel, but talk about the defense, dude. That would be insane. Next up, we have some changes coming to Stormpoint. The first of these changes is a new high-tier loot POI called the Down Beast. This is going to be a dead carcass of the big beast that we saw the Legends fight in one of the Season 13 trailers. This is going to be a brand new location added to the map and not just a current POI changing, so it's pretty nice to see a brand new addition like that. There's also going to be some new things called IMC armories. These armories are going to allow you to get smart loot, which is loot based on the quality of your current gear. In order to get this smart loot, you are going to have to kill some specters inside of the armory. Next up, and in my opinion, one of the biggest things this season is there's some pretty big changes coming to ranked. Firstly, you can now derank out of a tier to halfway down the previous tier. A lot of people have been asking for this, and it seems like we're finally going to get it. There's also a new rank being added called Rookie. This rank is going to be lower than Bronze, and it's going to be the only rank that does not have a match entry fee anymore. This leads us directly into our next point, which is that the entry fees for every rank across the board are changing. I'm going to throw a graph up on the screen for you guys, so feel free to pause to look over some of the changes, as I'm not going to go over every single rank. But you can see that starting in Season 13, even Bronze will have a match entry fee, as well as different entry fees for different tiers inside each rank. So instead of the entry fee costing one set amount for the entirety of Platinum 4 through Platinum 1, you're now going to have different entry fees for each tier of Platinum. Obviously, this applies for every rank, not just Platinum. I'm just using Platinum as an example. In order to help combat these heavy entry fee changes, there's actually no longer going to be a cap on the amount of kill RP that you can get, also known as KP. Previously, you were capped at a max of 5 kills and or assists, and any kills or assists beyond 5 mean nothing to your rank points. Now there's going to be no cap, so you can frag out super hard and get substantially more RP. It's going to be interesting to see how the flow and pacing of games go with this big change, as it could result in a lot of teams wanting to be super over aggressive for more KP. On top of the KP cap removal, there's also going to be an increase in placement points, such as first place now offering 125 RP instead of 100, second place rewarding 95 instead of 60. This is definitely a nice little touch. If you guys want to look over the placement point changes for every single placement, then you can pause the video here and look at this graph. Lastly, the assist timer is going to be increased from 10 seconds to 15 seconds. So this should make it a little bit easier for you to get KP from your assists by having an extra 5 seconds for your assist to count upon your teammate finishing up your kill. That's going to round it out for all the changes to ranked. Next up, we have some changes to the Replicator weapon rotations. If you haven't played this past season of Apex, starting with Season 12, Respawn introduced certain weapons that were only available via the crafting in the Replicator. These weapons do not drop on the ground, and for Season 12, they were the flatline and the longbow. However, in Season 13, the flatline and longbow are coming out of the crafter, and it's going to be the beloved R301 and the Rampage that are introduced into the crafter. I'm honestly not sure how I feel about this, as it's going to really overpopulate Replicator POIs since everyone loves the R301 so much. In Season 13, it's very likely that anytime you try to go to a POI with crafting, there's probably going to be a team there crafting so they can get an R301. Hopefully this isn't the case, but it's something that could very likely happen. In addition to the Replicator weapon rotations, we also have some care package rotations being introduced. The Spitfire is now being removed out of the care package, and rumored to be replacing it is the Mastiff shotgun. The Spitfire will receive some slight nerfs upon it coming out of the care package, with it no longer having a barrel attachment slot, and the hipfire accuracy is also going to be nerfed. Assuming the rumor of the Mastiff is true, I'm not sure exactly what kind of potential buffs it might get with it going into the care package, but I have heard that the last time it was in the package early on in Apex's life cycle, used to be able to deal a whopping 160 damage to the head. If it's the same this time around, it's definitely going to be a wild ride this season. But with all that being said, that pretty much sums up all of the confirmed changes for season 13. I'm assuming that we'll likely see some legend changes here and there, whether those be nerfs and or buffs, but we'll have to wait to see as nothing along those lines has been confirmed as of now. Let me know down in the comments what changes you were most excited to see in season 13. I think mine personally has to be the rank changes. I'm really excited to jump in and see what the KP cap removal and extra placement points feel like in exchange for increased match entry fees. If you guys did enjoy, please consider dropping a like and subscribing to the channel. And if you want to catch me playing some Apex live, head over to my Twitch down in the description. I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you later. Peace.